Hello everybody, welcome to the video. We are going to be making this mini bear basket. It has got a pattern that you can go ahead and download, a full colour pattern and a printer friendly pattern, linked in the description below. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe and like this video to see future patterns and just keep up to date with what's coming up. Right, time to get started. Enjoy. Please share your finished baskets with me. I cannot wait to see them. Yeah. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a crochet tutorial for Bob the Bear basket. I am using Aldi's Own chunky yarn. As you can tell, it is a very thick yarn in the colour pumpkin spice. Here's the information for it. As you can see, this ball is 400 grams and approximately 198 meters. So working with this yarn, you are going to need an 8mm hook, some yarn needles with the big eye, a small amount of black for the eyes, and some white or cream for the mouth. We'll also need a small amount of toy stuffing for the mouth section, just to keep its shape. And of course, some scissors to cut it when you are done. Hope you enjoy the pattern. This is for the smallest size, which you can find the printed pattern for free in the link in the description. And you can also find the other sizes that I have available on the links as well. Thank you so much. Enjoy the pattern and I can't wait to see what you guys create. So you are going to make a magic ring. I loop mine twice just to keep it a little bit more secure. You are going to do a standing double crochet. So you're going to yarn over and chain one, go into the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through two. You are going to go into that first leg just there, yarn over, pull through and pull through two. You're going to continue round, putting 11 double crochets into the magic ring, so you will have 12 stitches in this round total. Yarn over, into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over and pull through two. Yarn over, into the magic ring, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over and pull through two. And just keep going until you've got 12 total stitches into the magic ring. I'll see you when we get back round to here. So now that I have got my 12 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm just going to close up this magic ring, and with the two loops you need to make sure that you tighten the other loop Sometimes it just needs a bit of a wiggle to help it pull through the stitches a little tighter. You want to close that ring up nice and tight, and then just pull that tail to cinch in that final one. We are going to slip stitch into this bit just here. We are going to go through both legs in the V, yarn over, pull through and pull through to close off that first round. We will come back and sew in this end, but that is a pretty secure magic ring if you do it this way. So for round 2 we are going to start the same way. We are going to start with a standing double crochet, which for mine I do chain 1 into the stitch I am working in, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then I go into that first leg there, just catching the front, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. So we are going to do one more double crochet in that same stitch so that it is an increase. So yarn over into the same stitch as the standing double crochet, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we are going to do the same in every single stitch all the way around until we get back to here. So let's go. Yarn over into the hook, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Again, same stitch, we're going to do exactly the same thing again. Yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Just carry on all the way around and I will see you back here to join that round together. Right, I am up to that last stitch, so I'm going to work my last 2 double crochet in here, and then we're going to slip stitch to join this round just like we did in the last one. So there is one of my double crochets, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we are going to join in this stitch here, so we are going to put our hook through both sides of the V, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over and pull through there. As you can see, this creates quite a nice seam on this project. So that is round 2 completed. We are going to start round 3 in the exact same way. We are going to chain 1, go into that first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and we're going to go into that first leg there and catch just one side, that front side of it, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So on this round we're going to do 1 double crochet, which in that first one is a standing double crochet, and then an increase in the next stitch, which will be 2 double crochets. So we are going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to do this next one in the same stitch, yarn over into the same stitch as the last one, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that repeat all the way around until we get back to the start. 1 double crochet and an increase using double crochets. So the next one will be 1 double crochet, insert, pull through a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then so 1. So we've got 1, an increase, 1, which means next is an increase. So we are going to yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Next stitch, yarn over into the same stitch and complete that double crochet. And you're going to do that all the way around. 1 double crochet, an increase, 1 double crochet and an increase. So I'm in my last repeat of stitches, 1 double crochet in here and then 2 in here for the increase. So 1 double crochet here and an increase in that last stitch. And just as we have done in the other rounds, we are going to slip stitch into this stitch just here. So we're going to go through both sides of that V for that stitch, pull through and pull through. And as you can see, it does not leave too visible a seam. So round 4 next. So for round 4, which is going to be the last round for this size, we are going to start the same way we have with all of the others and do a standing double crochet. So chain 1 into that first stitch, yarn over and pull through a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and then go into that front leg of the single crochet you've just made, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. So next stitch we are going to do a double crochet. So we have got 1, 2 double crochets there, and in the next stitch we are going to do an increase. So we are going to work 2 double crochets into that next stitch. So 1, 2, and we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then an increase. So 2 double crochets and then an increase in the next stitch. So 1 double crochet, a double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 into the next to make the increase. and you are going to carry on like that for this whole round. So we will meet you back here for the last repeat in this round, ready to join and move on to the next steps. Right then, so I am on the last repeat of that stitch pattern. So I've got one double crochet in here, one double crochet in here, and then two in that last stitch to complete this round. So one double crochet, one double crochet, and then two into that last stitch, and then we are going to slip stitch into this stitch just here to complete round 4. So this is the size. As you can see, it is quite a nice size. I am just looking to see if I have anything that'll work. It fits my controller quite nicely there. So that is the size of this base, but there are 3 sizes bigger than this in my paid pattern, which you can find in the link in the description. And it has got the written pattern as well as a video tutorial and pictures, a full colour version and a printer friendly version as well. So we're going to stop the base here for this one, and we are going to work on building up the sides to make the actual basket itself before we add all of the decoration to make this super cute. So for the first round in building it up, it actually isn't going to build it up too much, so we are going to chain 1 and we are going to slip stitch into that back loop only all the way round. So we are slip stitching in here, we are going to put it in, yarn over, pull through a loop and pull through again into the next stitch, pull through a loop and pull through again, and we're just going to do that all the way around. It just gives the basket a nice bit of structure at the bottom to support all of the things it's going to carry. So yeah, just keep going all the way around and we will meet you back here to start round 1 of actually building the height of the basket. So we will see you in a minute. So we are in the last stitch of this slip stitch round. So we are going to do a slip stitch in here, and then we are going to slip stitch to join this round, which, as you can tell, can be a little tricky if you did not do the starting chain loose enough. So there we go. As you can see, if you do it too tight, it will curl up a little bit, but with a bit of stretching, it flattens out quite nicely. So this is what the side will look like. And on the next round, we are actually going to work over that slip stitch that we just did. So we are going to go into that first one, over the slip stitch. You can see it is sat there, and we are going to single crochet over that round. So again, there is the slip stitch, and we are going all the way under that stitch, and we are working in that same back loop that we just did the slip stitches into. You can see it just here inside the stitch, and single crochet over it. So we are just going to do that for this entire round. We are just going to work single crochets over those slip stitches, just as you will be able to see in a second. It gives it a little bit more of, I don't know, just support for the base of this basket. So we will work our way around, and I will see you here, and we will talk about the next step for how many rounds you need to do. And yeah, we'll see you back round here where we started the round. You are welcome to put a stitch marker in here. I would suggest, if you are new to this, that you do, just so that you can keep track of your rounds a little bit easier. But as I said, just single crochets over those slip stitches, and I will see you there in a minute. Right, so I have got 2 stitches left in this round, so I'm going to work my single crochets over those 2 stitches, and you have the option here to slip stitch and join this round, which you are more than welcome to do. I do not, just because I prefer the look of this with no seam running up one side of it. So I just carry on straight into that next stitch for the next round. As you can see, there is no huge hole there, so I just keep doing that for the next few rounds. So that was round 1, and we want round 2 all the way up to round 12 in just single crochets all the way around. You are welcome to slip stitch to join each one. Just make sure you chain up or pull your loop up to make up the distance. But you are also welcome to do it the same way that I do, and just carry on all the way around until you can count 12 rows height. I am going to keep it going on the screen just so that you can see me crocheting as you guys are working on it as well, obviously it will be sped up quite considerably because nobody wants to sit there for like half an hour. So yeah, I will see you guys when we are nearing the end of that 12 rounds height. Remember, it is just single crochets in every single stitch all the way around, and you will be able to count your rows quite nicely with this because it is very clear that you have got 1 and then 2. But yeah, keep going until you can count 12 of those, and then we will work on the handles for the basket because that's just something that I think all baskets need. Obviously you can leave them off, just make sure you add on the extra rows that you will hear about when we get to that stage in the video. Right, see you guys when we are nearing the end of round 12. Enjoy the speed crocheting. See you in a minute. Right, so that should be the 12th round. We will just count and double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have done 12 single crochet rounds. If you do not want to add handles, just carry on and add 4 more single crochet rounds, and we will meet you at the end there. If you do want to add the handles, we are going to work on the round now to separate, to actually make the handles. So we are going to start with 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we are going to, if I can get this yarn to come out, we are going to chain 12 because that is how big the gap is going to be. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we are going to skip 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to work into that very next stitch, and we are going to do a single crochet in that stitch there. And that is going to be the opening for the handle. So now we need to work 12 stitches including that first one, so we've got 11 more stitches to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we're going to do the same as what we did on the other side, and we are going to chain 12 again if the yarn lets me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to skip 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to work in that very next stitch. Sorry about the hiccups. We are going to work a single crochet into there. And we should have 6 stitches left, including that one, so 5 more to go until we are at the center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are back at the start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So we have got 12 stitches here, 12 stitches that side, and then 2 chains of 12 with 12 missed stitches under each of those. So for this round we are going to do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to work 12 single crochets over this chain to make up the handles. So we are going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we're going to work into this stitch here as the start of the 12 that was on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we're going to do the same on this chain as we did on the other, and we are going to do 12 single crochets across the other chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we are going to work into that first stitch there. and we are going to do 6 more single crochets to get us back to the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so that is the starting of the handles. We are going to do 2 more rounds up in single crochet all the way around. So that's 2 rounds of 48 single crochets. We will see you back here just as we are coming to the end of that second round. Okay, so we are coming up to the end of that last single crochet round. We will just check how many rounds we have total. It should be 16 rounds of 42 single crochets, apart from obviously the ones where we had the chains instead of the stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 rounds total for the height of this mini basket. We need to cut the yarn here and fasten off, and you can slip stitch into the next round, or I will show you another way to make it look a little bit neater at the top so you don't have this huge jump here. So I will cut this and I will come back to show you that in just a minute. You can skip 1 stitch, go through in the one next to it, pull that through, and then you want to go up that last stitch that you made and pull that yarn through that into the back of the work. And as you can see, that makes a very nice, neat finish to the basket without leaving a huge jump. So you just need to sew in this end and the one for the center, and then we will get working on the extras to make it into a cute bear. So we will have the mouth, eyes and ears, and then you will be done and you will have a super cute basket that you can gift to anyone that you feel would enjoy it. So to make the ear, we are going to start with a magic ring, and we are going to single crochet 6 in there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we are going to close that magic ring. So you just pull and close that up. Don't forget to secure that when you've done a couple of rounds. So for round 2 of the ears, you're going to increase in each stitch. So we're going to have an increase in this stitch and then in each stitch round to give us 12 stitches total. So one and two, move into the next stitch, one and two, next stitch, one, two, next stitch, one, two, one, two, and last one, one, two. So that gives us 12 stitches all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So for the next 2 rounds we are going to single crochet in each stitch around. So just one, move to the next stitch and a single crochet, and the next stitch just one single crochet all the way around for 2 rounds. And that is the end of those 2 rounds. So we're just going to work on the last round of this piece, which is to decrease in each stitch around, or decrease 6 times in this round, and I use the invisible decrease. So I go into the front loop, into the front loop, pull through and pull through 2. So that was 1, that's 2, front loop, pull through, that is 3. Just move this out the way for you. Front loop, that is 4, front loop, 5, and 1 more here, front loop, and that is 6, and then just slip stitch into that next stitch just there. So in, pull loop through, pull through. And we are going to cut our yarn here, making sure you leave a nice long tail to sew it onto the basket. Pull that through and you have your ear. Don't forget to make another one, so you have got 2 ears for your project. As you can see, I've still got quite a lot of that ball of yarn left, so you can get at least 2 baskets from this ball of yarn in this size. The small basket, which is the next size up, takes a full ball almost to create the whole bare basket. So for the mouthpiece we are going to do 6 single crochets into a magic ring. So that is, oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then you're going to close up that magic ring. As I said earlier, I like this one because it just does not loosen like the others do over time. So in round 2 we are going to work 2 single crochets in each stitch around, so we will end up with 12 single crochets in round 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I apologise for the noise coming from the chinchillas right now. They have obviously decided to fight each other whilst I am videoing. So in round 3 we are going to do 3 single crochets, and then in the next 3 stitches it's an increase in each. So 1 single crochet, move to the next stitch, 1 single crochet, move to the next stitch, and then in the next 3 stitches we are going to do increases. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, and you're just going to repeat that again. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is the end of round 3, and there is only one more round to go, which is just single crocheting around. So that's 1 single crochet in each stitch around. 1, 2, 3, all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end of this round so we can fasten off and we can move on to just adding the details and sewing it all together. So this is the last stitch of this round. We do our single crochet in here, and then we will slip stitch into that next stitch just to finish off the round. We will leave a long tail for sewing, and that is the mouthpiece done. Don't forget to secure your tail. And next we're going to add the nose detail, sew this on, and the ears, the nose, the eyes, just get that all finished off. So I will see you in a minute to add the details and sew the pieces on. So we are going to add on the nose onto the mouthpiece. I'm going to use the bit that we slip stitched at the bottom, and I'm going to work from here just to stitch on a little nose and maybe a little line detail to just add some cuteness, really. Obviously you're welcome to add the nose however you want, but I just think this is a super cute way of adding this little detail. So my nose is going to be about that sort of size. I will see in just a second. That's fine. So I am going to fill in this space here, and I will meet back up with you once that is done. So we are just going to sew the mouthpiece on now that we have finished the nose. So there is the mouthpiece all finished up with that nose, and all of my ends are secure inside. So we are going to place that in the middle, like one round up, and we are just going to sew around the edge, making sure that we stuff part way round when there's a little gap left, so that we don't struggle to put this stuffing in. It's only going to need a tiny amount. For the other size baskets, obviously it will need slightly more for it to keep its shape, but also this is quite a sturdy yarn, so it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, just stitch your way around, obviously making sure to catch every stitch as you go. Sorry about that. So that obviously the stuffing does not fall out. I will see you when we get back around to here so that you can see the difference just adding a little bit of stuffing can make. But yeah, I will catch you once we have gone around this section of the basket. So we have got just this little bit here left to sew up, so I'm going to add some of my stuffing in just to keep that shape a little bit, and then we will finish sewing it up. And we are one step closer to having this basket finished. So yeah, add your stuffing and sew up that last little bit, and then obviously weave in the end that you have from this section, and we will then move on to sewing on the eyes and then the ears, making sure all of our ends are sewn in, and then we are so nearly done. Right, so then that is my mouthpiece all sewn in. I am just going to weave in this end, but there you have it. There is the nose piece. We are going to add the 2 eyes just here, the ears, but I'm just going to do this bit. I will see you in a minute to start the eyes. So we are just going to add the eyes in. I've got this lovely thick black yarn, and I'm just going to add some eyes like this. Oh, sorry about that. But add your eyes however you want, same as the nose. I wouldn't suggest safety eyes for this project just because obviously the back of this is very visible. But yeah, so you've got one eye there. Just gonna sew that on a little bit better, more secure, so that it's not as much of a risk for little ones to get their fingers stuck in. But again, sew these on however you would like to. This is just my preferred method. But there is one eye. We'll do the other eye in just a second. So the other eye. So we are just adding on the other eye. As I said, this yarn is not great for splitting, so just a heads up if you are using the same yarn. That is something you will have to learn to deal with and work around. But as I said, it does make some of the most beautiful baskets. and is incredibly cheap for what it is as well. So when they used to do the 400-gram balls, which is what I used for this project, they were only £5 for the whole ball. So I can make 2 of these baskets for £5 worth of materials, which is amazing. But yeah, almost done with this, and then it's just the ears and sewing on those final, like sewing in those final ends. So I will sort out these ends on the eyes, and I will see you for the ears in just a second. So now we are just going to add the ears on, just above the eyes there. But yeah, just secure them on that top round, and yeah, make sure you have folded your ear so that it's not a little ball. It'll also give it a very nice look on the top of the basket there. Give me 1 second whilst I thread my yarn. Right then, let's get going. I'm going in that stitch just in line with the handle, and we're going to work our way towards the centre of the basket. I like to make sure that my first and last stitches when I'm sewing pieces like ears on are very secure, so I will sew through that same stitch just a couple of times, just because they tend to be the weaker points when they get picked up by the ears, which you can almost guarantee is going to happen. But yeah, so now we will just work our way along the 3 stitches, because there are 6 stitches on that final round, and you have flattened it, so you should have just 3 stitches to sew through. Right, so just in this final stitch now, which again, because it's one of the first or last stitches, I just give it a little bit of extra stitching, because I don't want anything coming loose when it's being played with, which is inevitable because it's super cute. So that is 1 ear done. Weave in this end, and we'll do the other ear. I've just seen that I wanted one more little bit in there just to make 100% sure. There we go, that's much better. So yeah, just weave that end in, just the same way you would with any other ends. Go a few stitches along, and then work back on yourself just a couple of times to make sure it is very much attached. This is how you will sew the ends for that last round of the basket, and also for the centre bit of yarn from your magic ring. As you can see, it's quite tough for me to pull it through, but that is that end sewn in, so we are going to cut it off there, and that is one ear done. So yeah, just do this other ear and sew those ends in and you will be all finished. You can sew in those other ends just in the same way, and then you will have your completed bear basket. I will just grab a nice video so that you can see this slightly better, but you are all done. Please do share your baskets with me on social media. I will leave all of the links down below. Enjoy this pattern. Don't forget there is a free pattern download. You can find the links for that in the description. If you want to see what is coming up, please do subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again.